and part.
Journey to embrace with Heather by your side. There is no time to waste. In search of hidden treasures in every corner we roam, exploring abandoned homes. Come hither with Heather. Let's have a good time together. Under moonlight we'll shine, dressed for adventure. She's the friend you can count on, with Heather by your side. The fun has just begun. With a twinkle in her eye, she leads the way. Through hallways and secret doors, we'll play of the ring. The past with laughter as our guide. Come hither with Heather, with laughter as our guide. Come hither with Heather, let's go. Oh, let's have a good time together. Under moonlight we'll shine, dressed for adventure. She's the friend you can count on, with Heather by your side. The fun has just begun.
Hello everyone. Welcome in. Oops, thank you for joining us. It is your Auntie Heather. Oops a daisy. And we are doing. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused at the moment. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. I'm having a glitch in my matrix. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, hang on a minute. I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, welcome to Heather and Drew Read Reddit. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here. Same process as last time. We don't interact with the chat unless it's got something directly to do with the Reddit story. So it's going to be easy to turn into shorts and podcasts. Thank you all for joining us. Now, someone else who often puts a glitch in my matrix is Drew. Hello, Drew. Welcome in.
G'day, Heather. Thank you for having me. G'day, everyone. Hope you're all keeping well.
Yes. How have you been?
Good. Yeah, life is life. Busy.
Yeah.
Quiet. Busy again.
I know the feeling. My goodness. Have you ever had anything happen to you that just made you go, what the hell?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yep. Totally.
And they don't have to be big things, it's just little things.
That's right. It's a bit like a few years back now, I lost what I thought I had sold as a camera. It was an older GoPro. Anyway, I'm going, I sold that ages ago, because I had this person ask me. So, sold it, blah, blah, blah. I go and check the very, very back corner of a little drawer of goodies, and there's this stupid camera, and I'm like, I could have sold it. Because he was offering me like collector's money for it, and well.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so we've got a couple of little stories that just little glitches, and a couple of big stories, and they're quite exciting. And I don't know that I've got any glitches in my matrix. I think I might. If I thought about it, there are probably some. Like something that I swear wasn't there and it should be there, and all of a sudden it's there, but it wasn't for a long time. And it's like, oh Lord, I'm losing my things that make you think you're losing your mind.
Yeah, losing the plot. Yeah.
Absolutely. So welcome in, everyone. Shall we get on and do our first story now?
Let's do it.
All of these are from the subreddit Glitz in the Matrix. So I don't think I'm going to have to turn change that
Yeah.
one so often, but I will have to change the heading. And the first one is, this makes me laugh. My bread has gone.
Okay.
Okay, now assuming he didn't eat the bread, right? Well,
Yeah.
nobody ate the bread.
Your comments, pun.
It's like, okay, let's see what they have to say. I can't.
Yeah.
So yesterday I went to the store to get groceries and picked up a loaf of bread. When I got home, I specifically remember taking it out of the bag and opening the fridge and seeing that I already had a loaf that I had forgotten. I shrugged and put the second loaf next to the first one.
Ah.
Like an hour later, I went to make a sandwich. And
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I have had so much bread that I should eat it before both loaves go bad. So I opened the fridge and the second loaf was gone. Only one loaf in there.
The fridge mouse got it.
Probably. I was confused and dug through the entire fridge. It just wasn't there. I checked the counters and the pantry, the trash and the freezer to see if I'd set it down and forgot to actually put it in the fridge somehow. And it's just gone. That one loaf is just gone. I live alone and I have a security camera. I don't think anyone would break in without triggering the camera just to steal a loaf of bread and leave. I am so fucking confused. Where did my bread go?
I reckon that the fridge fairy might have got it.
Okay, but there's an edit.
Okay.
There's an edit. It's almost like an update.
Yep.
On the 11th of the 10th, 25. So I don't know when this was written. I know it wasn't that old.
Yeah.
So on the 10th of the 11th, 25, which is like last month, I found it in my trunk.
Okay.
Which still doesn't make sense because I had it in my hand and emptied the entire trunk. But
Yeah.
I mean, I have my bread now, I guess.
That's right. Yeah. That is bizarre.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. And, you know, it's easy to do actually when you're working a lot. Like, you know, when I've done like a couple of jobs ago now, when I was doing, 57-hour weeks, probably, I didn't know half the time where Arthur or Martha of my items were in my life. I'm like, I don't know, something, it'll pop up.
It is entirely possible that he thought he brought it in.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
honestly,
that's
you don't go through the actions of putting something in the fridge.
Yeah, correct.
You can't make that sort of scenario up in your head. I mean, you can, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
But
true.
back in the trunk, I don't know. I've left things in the car before.
Yep, I have too, yeah.
It would
And
be.
I just had it the hard way one time. Had ants all through the car.
Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh
Yeah.
no! I mean, it's one thing to leave things in the car if you've got a whole heap of stuff to bring in. You're just shoving stuff here, there, and everywhere, and you forget the bread. That's one thing. But if it's the only thing you bought, then
Yeah.
who knows? I don't know. But
That is a
anyway,
good one. Yeah.
I'll read
Definitely.
I'll read some of the comments.
Yeah.
I'm loving this first one. Your parallel self is posting in another universe.
Yeah.
I decided to go gluten-free and haven't brought bread in a while. Today when I opened my fridge to make dinner, I found a fresh loaf of bread. I live alone. I'm so confused. The OP responders, I hope he enjoyed the damn bread then.
Yeah, that's right. Better eat that bread like no tomorrow.
And then someone says, well, ha ha ha, I half believe you.
Yeah.
Somebody else wrote, this happened a lot. This happened to me once. I was holding a baguette. This might be the one. My phone and my keys. I was holding my baguette, my phone, and my keys whilst walking home. Didn't stop once between the store and my home. Remember balancing the 3 items while opening the apartment to my door. Then my own front door. Got inside my home, did a few chores without leaving the room I had first entered. It was a studio, so only 1 room and a bathroom. Then started to make my dinner. No baguette. Lived alone in a tiny apartment. No one to move it. No place to lose it. It just glitched out of reality entirely.
Yeah, right.
The OP responded with, bread likes to phase out of reality, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, the bread ghost.
Somebody says, socks do that all the time.
That's true, they do. Socks and jocks disappear and just all of a sudden one day you find them.
Exactly.
How it got there.
Hang on, there's a couple more. There's one more, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, this genuinely makes me feel better. I was on a flight last month and had a little canvas pouch with a chapstick and a couple of other items in it. It was in my carry-on backpack the entire time. I took it out once to use my chapstick, put it back, and distinctly remember putting my phone charger on top of it because I'd need it soon. When we landed, I could not find my canvas pouch. I looked everywhere, under the seats, emptied my entire bag. It was gone. The only explanation is that my seatmates took it. But why the heck would they steal that little pouch? It doesn't make sense. It vanished. And I know for sure I did not lose it or misplace it. Glitch in the Matrix indeed. And somebody responded, check your backpack in a few days and I bet you'll find the pouch. Sometimes the fairies just mess with us this way, so we don't get too comfortable with the supposed law of physics.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Well, I don't know what else to say. Next story.
Yeah, I reckon. All right. So this one, Heather, is called Teleporting Jumbo Chapstick.
Oh, hang on. Teleporting. Oops, hang on. Oh, cancel. Sorry. Teleporting.
Yeah, Jumbo Chapstick.
This whoever Jumbo. Let's try
Jumbo. Yep, Jumbo Chapstick.
Hang on. Let me type TELO. Tello.
Yeah, teleporting. Yep. ING. Yep.
I can't
teleporting. Jumbo Chapstick.
Teleporting Jumbo Chapstick. There we go. That's it. I've got it.
Cool. Here we go. So this one, again, from Glitch in the Matrix, read it. And it says the following. I was at work last night and I pulled my Jumbo Chapstick out, applied some and put it on my desk next to me. Some customers came in, helped them out, and when they left, I went to go to put my chapstick back in the purse. It was gone. I checked the floor, every one of my pockets, my purse, the shelf sales, the bathroom. I can still taste and feel it on my lips the whole time I'm searching for it. The thing is a fat white plastic tube with a bright orange label and colourful lettering. You couldn't miss it. It is nowhere to be found. I'm thinking maybe a customer accidentally grabbed it somehow, or maybe they were being intentionally weird by taking it. I don't know, but I'm bummed because it is kind of has sentimental value. Either way, it's gone. I complained to a friend over text about losing it. Oh well. Says, I finished up my night. I went home, dropped my stuff on my bedroom floor, turned on my lights, and there's the chapstick on my bed.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah. So that is a bizarre one. Yeah,
that is bizarre.
Yeah. Must have put it on them somewhere, and like maybe while they were distracted with the customers, who knows?
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah,
He says
um,
fairies can be
yeah,
nasty, not good at all. And
yes,
Faye is freaky too, yes.
yeah,
Fays are freaky, yes.
for sure.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, so someone in the comments said, hard to make that make sense. It seems very common for people to find the glitching object on their bed. Has anyone made a connection with that? And the original poster actually wrote back and said, does it? This is the first time I've had something like this happen. I didn't know there was a pattern. Someone said, and the same person that wrote that comment said, it's a common respawn according to the stories I've read. And yeah, someone said, and then the OP said, I'm intrigued. And someone said, I've had one spawn out of thin air while I was laying on my bed. It was a plastic piece to electronics, battery cover type thing. It had the name stamped on it. I haven't owned that item for more than 10 years earlier with several moves in between. There was nowhere for it to fall from. The piece was broken off the unit. It wasn't designed to be fully removed. So there you go.
That's freaky.
Strange.
That would spin me out. I'd be like, what the
Agreed. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, but these things are designed to freak us out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Have you ever lost something and found it in a completely different space?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember the last time it happened to me, but yes, I think with some of my car stuff, especially, that seems to either somehow travel its way back inside here, or goes out back to the car, and then I sit there and I go, did I put that back in or did I take that out?
Yes,
Suddenly reappears.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that's funny. I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't say it's
Like-
I have.
With any of your bags, Heather, maybe? Like some of your things in your bags, I was thinking maybe might, but...
Oh, I wouldn't know if that's just absent-mindedness
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or if it's in the Matrix. Maybe it is, and I just think it's absent-mindedness.
Yeah,
Which,
that could be. Yeah. For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Cool.
I don't know what else to say to that. So shall we go to the
Yeah.
next story?
Yeah, I reckon. Let's hear it, Heather. Yeah.
Okay. This is a long one, so buckle in, and it's
Yeah.
got an update.
Okay.
This is quite a long one. Okay, let's read it first. I'll read it to you first. This is called A Town That Doesn't Exist.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
So this is a little bit. This is one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready, folks?
Let's hear it. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I live in a very rural southern Appalachia, and yesterday I was going over to the next county to look at a lawnmower. It's an area I'm very familiar with, although I haven't been to the area in over a year.
Yeah, right.
While on the way, I came upon a town that has never been there before. Now, there is a small community there with the same name, but this was a full-fledged town.
Yep.
Had a couple of red lights, a main street with probably 15 to 20 storefronts, everything. I was so taken aback, I stopped in the middle of the road, and after a few moments, a car behind me honked the horn, so I pulled into a parallel spot and got out. Now, the small towns in my area are the same. Tiny, dingy, rundown. Had a heyday in the 50s and 60s, but all have fallen into disrepair. Not this one. Everything was pristine and new looking. Swept sidewalks, shiny windows, and clean brick. The people I saw were dressed in modern clothes and had the same appearance that most people in the area have. Healthy, but weather-beaten and aged beyond their years. The vehicles I saw were fairly modern, new to 20 years old, nothing out of the ordinary. I walked into the little restaurant, Cream of the Crop Cafe, and I looked at every other little restaurant in the area. And it looked like every other little restaurant in the area. Booths and tables, a bar top with a register, and the kitchen behind it. Some cheesy James Dean and Marilyn Monroe picture on the walls. I walked up to the girl at the counter and asked her where I was. She seemed puzzled because I could tell she knew I was local by my attire and my accent. But she said, Minneapolis. I said, so this is Minneapolis. When did they build all this? Again, she looked puzzled and said, I don't know, the late 1800s sometime. I couldn't handle it anymore, so I just left. Got in my truck and went on to look at the lawnmower. On my way back through, about an hour later, there was Minneapolis as it should be.
Yeah, right.
A couple of houses and an old general store. No town, no red lights, no cafe, no sidewalks. Freaked me out, something awful. I've never experienced such as this. And I'm pretty mundane and boring. It wasn't a hallucination, I don't think. And everything else was the same. Wasn't a dream, so I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
But I'm not surprised because I've heard some pretty weird stories about the Appalachia region.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally agree. Apparently, Appalachia, it's very common to have, time slips and, entities hanging around, all sorts of stuff from what I've heard about it. And seen on other videos and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Here are some responses. While I don't live in NC anymore, which is
North Carolina,
I spent a lot of time in Western NC mountain towns exploring. I have actually driven through Minneapolis when driving to Boone. I remember joking with my husband about the name and the fact that there are only a few houses. I mention this because anyone who has driven these roads knows there is zero chance that OP confused it for a different town. It is really spread out there, and the locals know every road and town nearby. This is a good one. I would be curious to see if there were any plans way back when to turn it into a real town.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. That's one of those really sort of mysterious ones. You think, did the person, have some sort of hallucination or something? But
grab some magic mushrooms on the way through.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, out in Appalachia, it could be anything.
LSD, who knows? Something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, special things. I don't know.
But the OP responded, I'm glad someone here understands the scope of the situation. I know every single road and town in the area, and as does every local. You have to if you ever want to get to where you're going. My husband's from Shelby, so this was... Oh no, okay. My husband's from Shelby. I know exactly where you're talking about, and I had a weird thing similar happening through Monroe.
Monroe, West Virginia, I think. Yeah.
North Carolina, I think.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Update. Update. Okay, let's see what happens.
Awesome.
Oh. But before, that's amazing though. Best not to overthink it and accept there is more you do not know than you do know.
Yeah.
We have yet to truly uncover the nature of the universe, the nature of existence.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what happened. Glad OP made it home. Or did he?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. It's a bit... Yeah.
Okay. Now for the update. I jumped the gun. Because I like that response. I'm glad he made it home, or did he? First off, let me preface by saying I've been through Minneapolis... Oh, Minneapolis. Oh, yeah, that's the name of the town, sorry. I'll start again. First off, let me preface by saying I've been through Minneapolis several times since the occurrence, and it's still the same. Nothing has been out of the ordinary. Now, on the update, I was in Walmart today.
Yeah.
And I ran into a young lady who I spoke to at the non existent restaurant in the
Ah,
non existent town. I
okay.
passed her in an aisle and we locked eyes. I haven't
Yeah.
read this, so this is all news to me. I purposely didn't read the update.
Yep.
So I'm okay. I passed her in an aisle and we locked eyes. She had a look, a vague recognition, while I simply froze. She continued on her way, but once I snapped out of my daze, I made the point to be in almost every aisle she went down. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Now that's illegal, I think.
That's a bit stalkerish.
There's a law being broken here. It sounds kind of creepy and stalkerish, yes, I know.
Yeah.
Finally, after locking eyes with her for the third time, she asked, "Where do I know you from?" I told her I don't know, but she looked familiar too, and asked if we went to school together. She
Right.
informed me that she went to the neighbouring high school, graduated 5 years after me,
Mm-hmm.
grew up in Minneapolis. We didn't have any mutual friends, didn't ever attend the same barn parties, nor did we know each
Right.
other's spouses.
Yeah.
She pressed on saying something along the lines, "You are just so familiar. Know, I feel like we've met before."
Mm.
I couldn't, and unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to correct. By not reading this, I didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
correct the grammar.
Yeah.
Feel like we've met before. I couldn't hold back and I blurted out the story. Everything from Minneapolis being a full-fledged town to to the restaurant to her working at the counter and her bewilderment at my questions. She gave an awkward laugh and said, "No, that's not it," and hurried away. I think I freaked her out, lol. But she knew there was some connection, but didn't know what it was. Just a little while ago, she added me as a friend on Facebook, but hasn't tried to contact me. I'm not going to
Wow.
press the issue, but if
Yeah.
she ends up asking questions, I guess I'll answer them.
Yeah.
Okay,
That.
and an edit. And now there's an
Yep.
edit. After scrolling through my pics, I found one I took the day of the incident. No,
Yeah.
unfortunately not of the town, but I realised
Yeah.
I had on the exact same clothes yesterday as I did when the incident happened. I
Yeah.
had an I had on overalls, likely not the same pair, but it's what I wear on my days off. The same old ball cap, again, my day off, around the house cap, and the same orange candelier push rods t-shirt. I don't know if this really has any meaning, as I wear these clothes fairly regularly, but it's odd that I had on the same t-shirt during both encounters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of like odd synchronicities, isn't there? Is
There
it the word?
is, and the fact
Yeah.
that that woman recognised him
Yep.
and then added him on Facebook. I mean, if somebody came up to me and
Yeah.
said, "Oh, there was this town that doesn't exist, and you were working there," I'd be like,
Yeah.
"You're off your planet."
Yeah. I'd be like, we need some white coats right away.
Exactly, and I'd be out of there too. There's
That's
no way he
Yeah.
would be my Mr. Tickles. There's no way I would
That's right.
add him
That's
on
right.
Facebook. I don't know,
No.
unless she knows something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon
So
she knows something.
I think you're right. Like either that or it is a case of like past lives, like one of those weird like past life kind of things. And I knew a lady who her nephew apparently came up to her and said that he had been a train engineer, like a driver, train driver. Um, and he could recount this train, and I think that they looked it up when he said some name of it. But he could recount the controls on the thing and also, all this stuff that would only have happened if he'd lived a past life. Like, it was really strange. When she told me the story, I was like, whoa. So maybe there's something about past lives there. Maybe.
Yeah, well, you never know. I mean, it could have been maybe planned as a big town, or was a big town that was somehow erased off the
That's
maps
true.
for whatever reason.
That's true. Yeah, just like there's old parts of like Paris and Rome and all these
Oh
other
yeah,
older
absolutely.
cities. Yeah.
Even South Australia has
Yep.
towns that are literally wiped off the map.
Yep. Stuff underneath the ground even. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, spot
Big
on.
Ben says,
Yeah.
I recently had a weird experience on the way home after picking my niece and nephew up from school. My mate and sister was in the car when the weird thing happened. I'd like to learn more about that.
Yeah.
Silverhunter said she must have been wearing Impulse.
Yeah, that's right.
Silverhunter said would be a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Trude believes in reincarnation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Drew. Past life connection.
Something
yeah,
like
that's
that.
entirely
Yeah.
possible too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. That's.
Yeah. Well,
I would
cool.
love. Do you know? Honestly, Drew, I would love to
Yeah.
go through a town that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you don't know it doesn't exist until you find out it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
right.
if you don't take photos and it doesn't exist, it's
Yeah.
very rare to get back there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right.
Oh dear, oh dear. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
excuse
right.
me.
So I've got one here.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get this is the one I wanted because some of them are dreadfully spaced out and it's very hard to read them. So I've got the ones that are readable.
Okay. Yes, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. So this one, Heather, is called Either I'm Going Batshit Crazy or My Matrix is Glitching.
I'm going, but at SH.
Shit crazy or My Matrix is Glitching.
No. Or my matrix bat
Is
shit.
glitching. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm bat shit. Bat. SHI bat shit crazy.
Yeah.
My matrix is. Matrix is. Get it CH Inga. Right. Let's put a space there between the is and the G, and there we go.
Yeah. Cool. So, this one says, my friend Sarah was at my house the other day. We were just hanging out, listening to music. She picked a ring up off my nightstand and said, oh, this is so pretty. You should let me borrow it. I said, oh, of course. She could borrow it. And that was it. We hung out for about another hour or so. Then she went home. That night, I was feeling around on the end of my table for my medicine container. I'm blind, just for context. I can't see it all, so everything I do is by touch and sound. Anyways, I'm feeling around for my meds when something really small falls off the end table and rolls across the room. I really didn't think anything of it and was tired and didn't feel like getting up and feeling around in the floor. So I said, screw it, went to bed. Next morning, my fiance picks the object up and brings it to me. He said he found it sitting on the floor. It's the ring. Later, Sarah called me and I asked her about it. I thought maybe she'd forgotten it, but no, she had absolutely no clue what I was talking about. She said I never let her borrow the ring. She never even saw it. She said it was pretty, never mentioned it at all. I thought she was messing with me, but she was serious. It freaked me out so badly, I was honestly speechless. It still has me baffled, and that has been over a week ago. This sounds silly, but that I'm typing it out, but I know I remember asking her about that darn ring. So yeah, pretty sure I experienced a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh no. What, she had a full conversation
Yep. With her friend Sarah.
with her
Yep.
friend Sarah. Who was there? Was Sarah actually at the house?
Yeah. Sarah was
She
at the
actually
house.
at the house.
Yep, I assume it was a bedroom setting, and they were listening to music. Sarah saw this ring, said, "Oh, I'd love to borrow that."
Yes.
Apparently, this lady said, or this person said, "Yes, you can go for it. You can borrow it." Apparently, that none of that conversation ever happened.
Wow. So she never denied being at the house, but
Yeah.
just denied having that.
Mm,
That's
mm.
freaky.
Isn't that strange?
Oh, look, I've
Yeah. And one of the comments, this is what I was thinking. That's really weird. It's like a time fold or something.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
time just, clunk, yeah, for some reason.
Yes.
Um, and there we go. And the OP actually wrote back and gave an update because someone said that sounds really freaky. Definitely a classic glitch in the Matrix story. How did your friend react when you told her? And the OP said she was laughing at me at first, but then when she realized how serious I was and how freaked out it got me, she was actually really concerned, as was I. Lol, it was weird. So imagine like ringing up your friend and being like, "Where's my ring?" or "What have you done with it?" And then your friend's like, "You never mentioned it. You never talked about it. I've never seen this
I
ring."
know. I know.
That's a
Oh,
bizarre
that's
one.
just
Yeah.
that does
Yeah.
my head in.
Yep.
That
Yep.
does my head in. I've had enough Reddit for today.
Yes. Certainly is what you call
Wow.
unique. Yeah.
Oh, do
Just
you
to
think
have
it might be a quantum leap?
yeah, quantum leap. Yep. That's a good point.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't know too much about that, but oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I don't think I've ever had. I've had things where I've said stuff and when it's like, you
Yeah.
didn't say that, and I know I did, but it's just weren't and not
Yeah.
listening. But I've never
Yeah.
had entire conversations
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
something that just didn't exist.
Was
That's
never happened. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Someone suggested it could be a dream.
Sorry, say that again.
And someone says there could be a dream. I'll just see if the OP replied to that. They didn't, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's a strange one. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
I know the difference between a dream and
mm,
an actual
yeah,
conversation.
yep. And people are suggesting there in the comments that you know there is this like failing kind of matrix vibe that's going on like we're all in a simulation and the simulation is starting to fall apart. So I'm like that's an interesting
Well,
theory
you
too,
never
but
know. We might all be in some kind of form of
that's right.
matrix. This may not. This may not even be a reality.
That's right.
We
We
could-
might all be
We could be
dreaming.
a parallel universe
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
correct.
real universe.
That's right. And I've often thought, even Heather, what if when we go to bed, that's actually the reality versus like when we're supposedly awake?
Oh my god.
I'm getting real trippy now, but yeah.
Oh my god. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Helen 40. Oh my
Yeah.
no. You've
Yeah.
put thoughts in my head now.
That's right. What is the reality?
What is reality?
Hmm.
Far out.
Yeah.
Far out. Are you a figment of my imagination?
Maybe Heather,
You
maybe
really
we're both.
exist.
Maybe we're just yeah.
Maybe we've just manifested ourselves up.
That's
each other
right.
up.
Something like yeah, exactly.
Maybe we need the
Correct.
bestie we just manifested.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Just created the atmosphere and the ionosphere or whatever it's called.
Absolutely. Silvana says she's too high for this. I'm too high for this. I'm not high enough for this.
Yeah, I think I need a few drinks.
Yes. My bread is gone. I've done that one. Creepy Halloween. No.
Mm.
Okay. This is my my dad and his wallet.
Oh. Mm.
Now this is actually from real life ghost stories, so it's not really a glitch in the Matrix. And I'm not too
Yeah.
sure why I chose it, but I chose it. But I thought it
Yeah.
kind of fits.
Yeah.
It kind of fits, but I'll put the title in.
Yeah.
My
Cool.
dead dad, my dead dad and his wallet.
Yeah.
And this is actually, real life. I won't change that because I'll just have to change it back. Oh no, I
Yeah.
will. I'll change it to just in case somebody comes in. What is
Yeah.
it? Real life ghost stories.
Yeah.
Real ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
Real.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
It's not a long one, so. Oh, bloody hell. My dad and his wallet. My dead dad and his wallet. My dad died when I was young. I saw a medium and he came through. She told me he wanted me to have his wallet. She said that although he didn't carry one. Oh, hang on, I'll start this again.
Yeah.
My dead dad and his wallet. My dad died when I was young. I saw a medium and he came through. She told me he wanted me to have his wallet. Said that although he didn't carry one,
Oh.
it was bought for him and he wanted me to have it. I
Mm.
searched my entire house and couldn't locate it. Around 5 weeks later, I had salmonella and I was very sick.
Yeah.
Back then, it took days to test the sample. I was lying in bed and I woke up. My dad was standing at the side of the bed. He had been dead for around 17 years at this point. He looked well.
Right. That's a random. Just drop that sentence right in there.
I don't know that I'd be looking that very well after 17
No.
years gone, but never mind.
That's right.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I rose up and turned around. I was still lying on the bed. I felt very light and peaceful. He took me into the spare room where his wallet was floating above a box. We walked back to the room. Stood by myself lying on the bed and he almost threw me back into my body. I woke up and he was gone. The
Okay.
wallet was right on top of the box he had shown me.
Right.
Could have
Right.
been dehydration and the lack of food. But how was his wallet where I saw it? Years
Yeah.
later, I still can't explain it.
Mm. That is a real. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never heard of anything like that happen before. Have you?
No, never. That's the first
Yeah.
time I've heard of something manifesting out of nowhere. Because the start of the story was that he didn't really have a wallet, didn't he? I think.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
think the start of the story was he didn't. I should have edited this. He told me he wanted me to have his wallet. Although he didn't carry one, it was bought for him, and we wanted me to have it.
Okay. Okay.
So he
Yeah.
had it,
Yeah.
but he didn't
Yeah.
really.
But isn't that? It's interesting. It's almost like a manifestation of that spirit wanting to give her that or them that. Yeah.
Yeah. Megan says, I've got one. I was at my nan's house one day and my deceased grandfather called out 3 times.
Wow. Wow. That's
That was,
cool.
Yeah, Megan, wow. Silvana says, astral travel perhaps. Yes.
Yep.
That could be part of it too.
Totally. Yeah.
He never carried one. Yeah, he did. He had it, but he never carried it.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what am I doing? Somebody said you were so sick the veil lifted enough. The veil lifted enough for him to contact you. Is my 2 cents.
Yep.
Somebody else said, so crazy. I'm reading your story. Haven't been able to find my wallet in months. I prayed to Saint Anthony and finally flipped a cup. Later that night, I dreamt like I found the wallet somewhere in my son's closet, but I couldn't remember my dream initially. Then it hit me during the day to go check his closet, and I had such a strong feeling. Where did I find it? In my son's closet. I said, I'm so glad this has happened to someone else.
Yeah. Wow. That's definitely got to be a spiritual message and connection. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a cool one. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anything like that happen to yourself, Heather? Like, someone's passed away in the family, and then you've had something like a really strong vision or a belief about something that's come into your possession or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. When a lot of my family passed away, I actually have very strong dreams,
Yep.
and especially my dad. When my dad passed away, I used to dream a lot about him. That we would be talking
Mm.
a normal conversation, and
Yep.
then it would dawn on me in this dream. Hang on a moment, you're supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
And then I'd
Yeah.
freak out. My dad would be like, "Don't worry about it, Heather. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it." And that's what he said. It's all right. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what happens after that. I don't know if I tried to run away from him or we sat there
Yep.
talking, but the dream sort of trails off at that point.
Yep.
So yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just
That's
telling me
interesting.
something that he's all right. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
But no, he's never
Yeah.
led me to any treasures or
Yeah. I was gonna
wallets or
say.
anything
Yeah.
like that. No,
Yeah.
nothing like
Maybe
that.
probably the lotto numbers or something.
Yeah, I
It'd be
wish it
good.
was.
Yeah.
Megan Paul said that her father's voice was a clear, disembodied voice.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, Megan. Yeah,
So yeah,
that would not
I,
surprise me whatsoever.
I kind of wouldn't mind having an experience like that. I think the only closest thing I can think of is like you had having a dream about my pop, and me asking him, was everything all right or something like that, and he was like, "Yep, no, you're doing really well" or something. But that was in a dream. It was definitely a dream, I think.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
had another time though where I did. I'm pretty sure I woke up and at the end of my bed, just this bed here, there was definitely a friend of mine who had, gone very tragically, very suddenly, without saying, too much. But yeah, um, and he also has sort of had a message for me, but never any treasures. It'd be
Oh
good.
no,
Like, oh,
damn.
yeah,
Yes, yeah.
hmm, that's cool.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Lucky last story, I
All
think.
right. So this one is from Glitch in the Matrix now. Yeah.
Okay, so we're back
Yeah. Glitch
to. Hang on.
underscore in underscore the underscore matrix.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Get
Yeah. Mm.
glitch in the matrix. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the title of this?
All right. The title is "The Truck Behind Me Disappeared," and I'm not the only one who saw it happen.
Who saw it?
Yeah.
It's always good to have witnesses.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, absolutely.
That's the thing,
Absolutely.
is witnesses.
Yep. No witnesses, no one believes you, unfortunately.
That's right.
Yeah. So here it goes. This happened a few months ago. I was driving through farmland in eastern Oklahoma about 2 p.m., sunny, cloudless day, on a highway that is as flat as it is straight. You can drive for miles without taking a curve and can spot any driveway, any country road well in the distance. Anyway, speed limit is 65. I was pushing closer to 70, and the truck behind me was riding my bumper. It was a white Dodge, early mid to 2000s model, extended cab, track lights across the roof, dually tyres, and bed. The windshield was pretty tinted, so I couldn't tell anything about the driver. Finally, the road split into two lanes and the truck started to pass me. I checked my side mirror to make sure of the truck's position beside me and then looked ahead again. A car, a burgundy sedan, was coming up the opposite lane. We were maybe 600 feet apart when the car driver slammed on the brakes. Panicked, I looked to my left at the truck, thinking it was veering into the oncoming lane, but there was nothing there. I slowed down, looking back over my shoulder for any sign of this huge truck, and nothing. I rolled to a stop as the driver of the car was getting out, shouting, "What the hell? Did you see that? Did you see that?" I told him, "Yeah, he was passing me." He said, "But it blinked out." This guy was really shaken up. "It was right beside you and it just blinked out." I was getting really nervous. There were no roads leaving the highway, and the ditches were just shallow slope at the end of the pavement. If the truck had wrecked, we could not have missed evidence of it. Still, we decided to drive back on opposite sides of the road and look for any signs. We drove for almost a mile, much further than needed, considering how quickly the incident took place, leaning out our windows and moving at about 5 miles per hour the entire time. We reported it to the police and I kept track of the local town's news for the next few weeks. Nothing. Wish I had thought to get the man's name because we both know what we saw. Edit. Sorry, this turned into a novel. It's my first time, so I didn't want to leave any details out. And yeah,
Wow.
there is a link to another website.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long that will go for, but there is an update there or something. And
Oh yeah, that's for an outer body experience. I'm
yeah,
gonna put all the links
yeah,
to these
yep, yep,
things in the
yep,
description below after the
yep,
live
yeah,
stream.
yeah, for
So
sure.
if you want to go
So
back and check out
yeah,
these things, you can. You're more than welcome
sure.
to.
Sure. So, so yeah, people have said, "Man, that is creepy." I've had that happen to me, but there wasn't anyone else on the road to validate it. I was driving along a lonesome stretch of Highway 77 in Arizona in the evening. It was dark, but not late at night. There was only one other car on the road for about 4 miles. It was ahead of me by maybe 150 feet, and we were both going the same speed, so I could see the car's tail lights very well. And they talked about their own experience. The OP said, I was only brave because it was daylight and I had another person with me. If it had been dark, I would probably have just kept going until I went to the next town. What would you have done, Heather? Would you have gone for a loop back and forth? I
I
would
know
have.
you would have, and
Yeah.
I probably would have.
Werner would be like, no, 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 no. Let's
No,
just,
no, no.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, he can
Yeah.
be pretty intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah, he might.
But
Yeah. Yeah, that is
yeah,
a
no, I don't.
horrible.
I think curiosity
Yeah,
would be too great not to do a loop back and say,
I
what
think
the
you're
fuck
right.
was that all about?
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that is
Um,
just one eerie story. That one.
yes, Jeepers Creepers sounds like the movie Truck Following.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
oh,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. Actually, that's Megan just said. Did they get anything on their dash camera? That's a good question. It doesn't seem to be updates. This was about 7 years ago, so dash cams might not have been as popular
yeah,
then.
they
But
may not have been as
uh,
popular 7 years
my guess,
ago.
but yeah, it would be good if they did actually capture that because yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah, you could
yeah.
just
Because
imagine like something coming towards you like that and thinking, oh no, there's nothing actually
But
behind.
it was behind them, and then it
Mm,
was to the
yeah,
side of them in another
yeah,
lane,
yeah,
wanting to
yeah, like overtake. Yeah,
overtake them. And there was
mm,
another car coming. It looked like they were going to crash, and it didn't
yeah,
veer. It didn't do anything. It just disappeared.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so eerie.
Yeah, I'd
So
like an
so eerie.
update. I'd like an update.
Mm, yeah. Um,
I don't think there
just
is one because
no, doesn't seem.
I just went calmly
Here you
hearing
go.
that.
It says that's incredible. Which highway was it on? Oklahoma State Route 270, somewhere near Hither. Hope I've said that right. Fun
Mm.
fact about the area: you can visit sites where Vikings left runes carved into the sides of caves and boulders. Even the earliest Native American tribes considered those writings to be ancient.
Oh
Hmm.
wow.
So somewhere out near Hither, Oklahoma Route 270.
Oh, Silvana suggests maybe alien intervention.
Yeah, yeah, it could have
It's
been.
entirely
Yep,
possible. It's hard to
something that
say.
accident.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
But I reckon, for us, Heather, in Australia, I reckon it would freak you out something shocking if
Yeah.
you're driving and all of a sudden the vehicle behind you just disappears, especially
Well,
if it's
Werner
like,
would. Well, I don't know because I've had an experience like that. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Now, Werner could be right. I could be right. But okay, so we were on
hmm,
Gorge Road.
yep,
You know Gorge Road. You know how
yep,
windy and twisty it can be, and
oh
it can.
yeah,
It's very windy, very sharp turns.
yep,
You can go fast, but you can't go ultra fast.
Yeah.
Well, I think some people do. I don't know.
Yeah. Sections of it, maybe, but yeah.
Yes, but generally. So there was a car in front of us that was going a lot faster than we were, but they like went up, but they just like completely vanished. And when they said they were just going too fast, yada yada, and I said, well, no, they weren't going that fast. We were going fairly fast. They were going a bit faster. We should have been, at least for a little while, be able to see them when we're going around the bends, even get a glimpse of the car, but we couldn't. And then we got to the first little section of the town, and they were nowhere to be seen. I don't know. Werner could be right.
Yeah. But it does. It puts the chills up you, doesn't it?
It does. It does. To me, it just didn't seem right.
Yeah. Just too sudden that they could get off that road or something. Yeah.
Yes. Too far off that road. I don't know.
There you go.
Who knows? Who knows? On Slapped Ham a few weeks ago, a ghost semi-truck. So freaky they drove through the moving mist. Oh. Slapped Ham. I've heard of Slapped Ham.
That's a YouTuber, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Well, I reckon on that note.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drew.
That was fun, Heather. Thank you for hosting and the story.
Yeah. That was good. Next week, we've got Family Matters.
Yeah.
Unhinged family members. This is going to go. I was actually so excited for this topic. I really wanted to do this week. Yep. But we're doing it next week, and I've already got it all worked out what we're going to do, the stories. And I tell you what, these people are freaking unhinged.
I bet. I can't wait. The dramas behind the closed doors,
Absolutely. So it is going to be full on.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone in the chat who participated and watched and listened and lurked. And put in their 2 cents worth in. Thank you. Again, definitely. My apologies for not talking as I normally would in a normal chat, but like I said, this is more of a podcast than a chat. So I'm going to say good night, Dee. Good night, Silvana. Good night, Megan. Who else has been here? They're the only people talking at the moment. Trude, of course. I think Jed called in at one stage.
Yes,
I don't know if he's still here. Big Ben's, good night. Thank you for popping in. Next Friday, I've got the premiere of my paranormal investigation. I don't think I'll be doing a live stream, but I might, just a short one.
See how you go.
I'll see how I go.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway, thank you, folks.
Thanks,
Remember,
everyone.
keep smiling, make the world wonder what you've been up to.
Yes.
It's goodbye from Drew. And it's
ciao,
goodbye
ciao.
from me.
Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. That was great, Heather.
Yeah. Oh. Oops.